Hey there. Oh, I hope y'all are having a great day. I mean, I'm having a pretty decent day. I'm like so tired and I've been trying to make a video now for a while. I made a video. I made like a half an hour video and then I go to play it back and make sure everything recorded okay and I'm like, what is that sound? I was using my cell phone. I thought, okay, I'm going to try something different. Okay. Um, I was trying to use this. Okay. You can clip this like on a table or something and you can put your cell phone in here, to hold it. And I had it in there and I didn't have it clipped to the table. At the time I was trying, it did seem to want to work right doing it that way. So I kind of bent this around and was like holding it so that I could hold it out a little bit and try to get the video. And so I recorded a half an hour video. And then when I played it back, there was this like this awful sound. Probably because of the way the phone was sitting in there. I'm guessing that when I was moving around, it must have been like making noise in the microphone or something. I even went on and watched tutorial videos to try to figure out how to get rid of the sound. I went in Audacity to try to get rid of the sound. I went into my video editing to try to get rid of the sound. I finally said, okay, I'm not going to get rid of the sound. So I'm just going to be either stuck with it or have to just make another video. So I'm making another video. I couldn't stand it. There could be people that would watch it, wouldn't bother them a bit. They probably wouldn't even notice it, but I noticed it and it drove me up the wall. And I literally had only watched like a minute of the video and I was like, I can't take that sound. It's awful. Oh my God. So I'm just complicating things. It's not supposed to be complicated on this channel, but I complicated it today trying to use this thing mainly because I thought, well, I want to try to find a way to use my cell phone. And at the moment I don't have a selfie stick, which, I should probably just invest in getting a selfie stick, and try that instead because I think it's a little more stable than this. I mean, this is more for, hooking it on a table and then, putting your phone in it and watching a movie or something. I don't know. I mean, you can still record with it and stuff, obviously, but I think the way the buttons are on my phone and everything, the way it's set up and the way I had to put it in there, I just think it was making noise on the microphone or something. So it just didn't work. And I have no makeup on again, and I don't care because I took my shower. My hair's actually still kind of damp, not totally wet anymore. It was actually kind of still wet when I first started making my video, but it's been a while now, and it was still daylight. In my video, I had daylight coming in the window. I even went outside and was showing you the sky and all of this kind of stuff. It's all pitch black dark now. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I was telling you about my day and I told you about all kinds of other stuff that you'll probably not even hear because I don't really want to go through the whole story again about cows and stuff like that. And the reason I'll tell you about the cow thing just because I was sitting there recording, or I was about to record, and I looked up and I missed it. There was this guy walking down the street with these two cows, and so these two cows went walking past my house, and I've been wanting to get that on video just to show you, which I got it on video one day, but it was like not very clear because I was standing in here in the front room trying to film out the sliding glass door. And so the screen was in the way and they went by too quick, so you couldn't really see much of anything. So I didn't bother to post anything on it. But anyway, that's a whole other story that I'm not going to go into again because, I mean, I told this long story about when I had a job milking cows and all this stuff. Oh my gosh. But I'm really, really tired because I woke up around like 4 o'clock this morning and I sleep with my tablet on. And it's like I put on an ASMR video usually to fall asleep by because it helps me fall asleep pretty quickly. And then, it will keep like playing videos that come up. So it's like I'm not choosing what comes on. So I woke up and there was some video playing. I'm like, I'm not interested in this. So I clicked on the YouTube thing, so I could look and see what other videos were on there. And I noticed like all these videos that were coming up that were updates on basically a murder investigation that I've been following for several years. The Delphi case, in case any of you have followed that or not, I don't know. But anyway, we've been waiting to see if they were going to unseal the probable cause affidavit and all this stuff. So, well, it got unsealed, so all these updates were coming up. And so I was like, oh my gosh. So I was like looking at it, because I wanted to find out what was happening. And I ended up not going back to sleep after that. So I've been up since like 4 o'clock this morning. But I got a lot accomplished today. And one of the main reasons I'm tired is because I was doing some deep cleaning. Sometimes, you do your everyday stuff or whatever, your normal cleaning stuff all the time. But every now and then you've got some things that you just need to do kind of a deep clean, like the refrigerator. And so that was something I was working on today, was like cleaning out the refrigerator and, just going through some stuff and getting rid of some things and, that type of stuff. Because I thought, it's time to do that. And with, my birthday coming up and Christmas and all that stuff, I just wanted things to be extra clean and stuff. So I'm not finished with everything, but I did get a lot accomplished today. So I'm kind of worn out. But once I took my shower and everything, I was just like, yeah, now I'm like really tired, because it relaxes you. And it's like, once you've had a shower, you're just kind of like, okay, now I'm really relaxed and don't really have a lot of energy now. And so I'm just in here. Oh yeah, don't look at that because that's not been cleaned. That is like a mess and a disaster over there. I gotta find some better storage solutions in here, because with this being just a one-room house, basically, I mean, that front room's not really much of a room. That's why it's the cat room. It's big enough for them, but not really big enough for anything else. Because when the couch was in there, you couldn't even hardly walk. So that's why I got rid of the couch, and it's sitting over there outside that little empty bungalow next door. Hopefully I don't have to end this because of screaming, because when that little girl next door is given a bath, she screams to the top of her lungs, and I swear you'd think somebody was pouring acid all over her. But it's just cold water because they don't have hot water. They bathe her in they just have like a tub of water, and then they pour cold water over her to give her a bath, and she just screams and screams. It's horrible. But that's just the way it is here. So, but anyway, back to my storage business. But this mess over here, it's like I don't have any place to put stuff. So it ends up getting like that. That's what it looks like. Because there's no place to put anything. And I don't even have a lot of options for putting, like getting like a chest of drawers or something to put in here. There's just nowhere to really put it. So I have to get creative sometimes in how I store stuff. But anyway, but yeah, today I was like going through a bunch of like stuff. Like this is like a little gift package that I'm giving my friend Jackie to give to her nephew because some cereal and stuff. Because I bought a whole bunch of this at one point because I was like, I kind of got on like a Fruit Loops kick for a while and stuff. And so I bought all this stuff and I thought, it's just sitting there and it's not getting eaten. And I still have some. I saved some, but I thought, let me get rid of a couple of these things. So I stuck some stuff in a bag and I'm going to give it to Jackie. She's going to give it to her nephew. So, but it's freeing up a little space because everything's just been piling up. It's just junky, and I hate that because I'm somebody who actually I like things to be clean and neat and organized. I especially love like when I go to bed at night. It's very, very rare. I mean, I can't say it's 100% of the time, but 99% of the time. I make sure that all my dishes are washed and the counters are clean and everything is put away like it should be when I go to bed because I like to wake up in the morning and look around and see everything clean. I love that. It like gets my day started on a good foot. It's like I like to start my day with everything clean. I like to go to bed knowing that everything is clean and put away. And then that way when I get up in the morning, I'm not looking around going, oh God, look at all this crap that I've got to deal with. It's like, I don't want to do that. So it's just better for me. I just prefer, for things to be clean and organized. So, and so that's why that over there is just really getting on my nerves because it's like, I don't know what to do with it, but I'm going to have to figure something out. But yeah, that's been pretty much what my day's been like. I never even went anywhere today. I thought I was going to, but it's like I started doing some cleaning and stuff, and it was all sunny and everything, and it was all nice out. And then I was doing my cleaning, and I was like going, what is that sound? And I looked outside, and it was like raining really hard. I was like, where'd that come from? I don't know where all that rain came from, because I mean, it had been really sunny and pretty outside, and all of a sudden it's like raining. And I was still cleaning, so I was like, well, I guess I'm just not going to go anywhere today. I didn't have a whole lot that I needed to go out for. So I just figured, whatever. There's no rush. I'll just stay here and I'll eat whatever I've got, which I finished off my leftovers for my nachos stuff that I made yesterday. And then for dinner, I just had quail eggs and some chocolate milk. That was my dinner, quail eggs and chocolate milk. Because I didn't really have anything else. I mean, it's like, because I have limited storage space and because my refrigerator and freezer is not very big, and so it doesn't hold a lot, I don't buy up a lot of stuff, so I don't really keep food in the house. I mean, I have little odds and ends stuff like bags of cereal and stuff like that. But as far as like regular foods to make meals and stuff, I really don't keep that stuff. And especially because here it's easier just to go up the road and buy, some chicken or pork or whatever, if you're wanting to cook something. It's just easier just to go on on an as needed basis. But, I mean, if I know that the weather's supposed to be bad for several days or something, like we're supposed to get just tons of rain for several days in a row, then I'll go out and I'll get a few things just to have in here so I don't have to worry about going out, especially since I ride a bicycle and don't have a car. It's just a lot easier to go shopping when it's not raining. I've done it when it was raining, though. I do have a raincoat. I actually bought a rain suit. So I've got like rain pants, a raincoat, and I've even got these like boot things that you put over your shoes to keep your shoes dry. They're not rain boots, but they're like little things that you cover your shoes with, basically. So I've got all this stuff. I never wear those rain pants though, man. Good Lord. I had no idea when I bought these things how much you would sweat. It is unreal. It says, I mean, in the ad, it said that they were like breathable and, all this kind of stuff. No, they're not. It's like literally wearing just like a rubber suit. And, you pour and sweat. So it's like, I did it one day. There was like, we had all this heavy rain and stuff. So I got all dressed up in my rain suit and put on my little rain cover and shoe cover things and everything. And I went out, and my clothes did not get rained on or anything. The rain did not get on me at all. But then when I go to take that thing off, my clothes were sopping wet from the sweat. I was like, are you kidding? Oh, Lord. So now I don't bother with the pants. I'll wear the raincoat, just to try to keep my clothes dry as much as possible. But I don't I don't really close it up or anything, because otherwise I'll just sit there and sweat. It's like a sweatsuit. I mean, it really is. It's supposed to be a raincoat and pants, but it's a sweatsuit. I mean, I don't know, but yeah, my life is interesting at times. It really is. I never know from day to day what kind of experience I'm going to have, but I don't know. It's interesting, at least. It's not really very boring most of the time for me, because there's always something interesting. I mean, like the cows walking by. I don't live in a farm area or anything. This is just a regular neighborhood. But yet, we've got chickens and roosters and cows, that just kind of roam around. They don't really roam around, not the cows. I mean, someone actually walks them down the street. They're not just like running loose in the street or anything. Although I did see that once here. There was one time a couple years back when when I had a car. I was driving down the street, and I saw this cow walking down the street, and I'm like looking and looking, and I didn't see anybody around, and he just had like this rope or something that he was dragging along the street. I'm like, oh my Lord, there's a cow on the loose. And he went off into this property where there were some other cows. So I guess he, went out and had fun for a little while and decided to come back home or something. I don't know. Oh my goodness. Yeah, fun times. There's some interesting things that happen. And last week, I wish I'd have gotten a picture of this because it was so funny. I was riding my bike down the street, and I looked over on the side of the road, and there was this little, like, I don't know what you call it, a little thing set up that people would, like, sell drinks or something, but there wasn't anybody there. It was just the little cart, basically, that was sitting there. And sitting on top, right in the center of it, was this cat just sitting there. And down below, as if he had customers, there were all these roosters. They were down there. It looked like they were standing there placing an order or something. It was hilarious. I was riding down the street just cracking up laughing. People probably thought I was crazy. They were probably going, what in the world is that woman laughing at? And I wish I'd have turned around and gotten a picture, but I had a feeling that if I did, I'd probably just turn around, go back over there, and that it wouldn't be the same. The roosters probably wouldn't have been there, or the cat would have jumped down or something, but it was hilarious. So yeah, I never know what I'll see here. It's always an interesting day when you go out. There's always something that's interesting, but makes life more fun, I think. So I guess I should stop rambling. I mean, this is not my half-hour cow story that I was talking about. Not that I talked for a half an hour about cows, but anyway, I was just talking about when I used to milk cows for a living and stuff, but maybe I'll tell that story another day. Oh man, but after having, such a long day, after waking up so early, I'll probably go to bed earlier tonight, or that's my intention and my plan. But it doesn't always work out. Usually on the nights that I say, okay, tonight I'm going to go to bed early, that's the very night that something will happen or something comes up that prevents it from happening. So I probably just jinxed myself, and so now I probably really won't get to go to bed earlier. I don't even know what time it is now. I know it's dark, but that's about all I know. So, and I'm kind of hungry because I don't think those quail eggs quite did it. They're delicious though. If you've never had quail eggs before, man, they're really good. 3.5 minutes in some boiling water if you like them, fully cooked, hard boiled, like 3.5 minutes, and they are perfect, creamy and delicious. Dip them in soy sauce, man. But I needed to eat them because I wasn't sure how long they were going to be good for. I've had them for a little bit, so I thought, I don't want them to go to waste because they're too good. So I ate those, but I'm still kind of hungry, so I may have to have a bowl of cereal or something. Or maybe a Pop-Tart. Might have to have a Pop-Tart. I haven't had one in a while, so maybe I'll have one of those. But anyway, I hope y'all have a wonderful day, and I guess I'll talk to you again soon. So have a good one, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.